curtain. It's down, man. Come on. You want to stay right? Stay out there. Tear it up now. That's up. Tobacco free, nicotine free. I only got 2 left. No, I got a whole 2 or 3 rolls upstairs. I damn sure need it right now though. Said I was going to do a little evening reading. That guy kind of almost had me pissed. You know one thing I have utter disdain and disrespect for? Any pale skin, because I comment, you know, Zoe Chopper, Mark Chopper, good friends of mine. Like, not the best of friends, I'm not in Chicago, but we chat a lot. No one makes military like Black Rambo and all that. And y'all, and some of y'all know because West Side, Trauma and all of them, I love blowing shit up. I love shooting at stuff. I love precision shooting. Zoomy time. And this dude, this pale skin with the handlebar mustache, I could tell that his great-great-grandmammy was an orphan, or he's first generation born here. Okay? You're gonna tell me his wife's great-grandma was on the Trail of Tears. You know what? Let me say this again for you pale skins in the background who are hard-headed. Not one of your fucking people. And then he said, oh, and fought for the Union. Fought for the Union. First of all, the Civil War is fictional. Oh, it's a war. It's ongoing. It's been against us ever since. You motherfuckers came here with a bunch of sellout niggas. All right? You motherfuckers. See, it's funny when somebody actually has family who was on the damn Trail of Death. The walk. It's called the Death Walk. The fucking original Death March. Not the Bataan bullshit. Not the World War II bullshit. But the goddamn Death March. They was trying to, and with babies and elderlies dying well in they fucking 180 years old. Tired of you retarded motherfuckers. Here I'm trying to bring us together. It's always one of you new millennial Z fuck babies who open your fucking mouth and you don't even know what direction the shit is supposed to go. So it just goes all over the place. There's shit everywhere. Mexican bad taco burrito or fucking water coming from an old ass 100-year-old septic tank nobody should be drinking the fuck out of. Bunch of dumb son of bitches. Yeah, I was disappointed in a lot of people earlier. I don't since moved on from there. I gave motherfucker what they need to fucking hear. Whole bunch of fucking rocket scientists and goddamn book geniuses all of a sudden everywhere. Bullshit. So anyway, so Zoe Chopper standing way too fucking close to some debris with probably about look like 5 to 10 pounds of fucking tannerite. Pretty fucking stupid. And he can't even hit it. And he wasn't at 100, maybe 100 yards. God damn it, you can shoot that with a handgun. But anyway, it's going to take a 2-3 or a bigger round to cause the tannerite friction speed to explode. And it kicked back a piece of debris that went through his head. went through here and out right up here. They had to clean it, cut it, and sew it. And I made the comment to him, yo, take care of yourself next time, get some distance between that shit. I know that you shoot, you got some ribbons, this, that, and other, but be smarter when you're dealing with explosives. Just like, you know, the gun is always loaded, explosives have no set pattern. So NOC, I thought this nigga was pretty smart. This brother, excuse me. And he actually had to do a video on it, and he's down and talking about, you know, 2 words that are negative. We don't do, see, that's the problem with our people. It's one thing if you direct somebody at me and I come back and call you a little fuck nigga, a little puss boy. And then if you want to take open for the challenge, fuck, come on, man. God damn it, ain't nothing but a 2-piece sandwich for me. So anyway, that's why I'm told, you know, Red, you don't register. I ain't registering my hand with who? For what? Motherfuckers. But anyway, he's jumping higher. I made a comment saying, you know, wouldn't it be better to go at it a different way? And here comes this old goofy ass pale skin to open his fucking mouth because he's feeling some kind of way. So I expressed to him, look, what the fuck are you coming from? I didn't ask you shit. This is what I do. First, check the background of who the fuck I am. And then, and it's not hidden. Pay the $16 if that's still what it costs, motherfucker. But besides that, it's no big eyes, eyes and no little U's. I just made a correct correlation to correction, and then he had to use a couple little, you know, it's pretty dumb, stupid. Motherfucker, do you know Zoe Chopper? No, I hear a lot of egos flying in the background. You motherfuckers ain't alphas. You're better fucking males. You're far from a sigma. And I said, and motherfuckers like me, we lead Sigma. So shut the fuck up. That's the message I sent them. I was going to write that on there because you know what they do with that. So I made a low post. Tag Zoe in there. Because these motherfucking pale skins, when he said that, I was like, fought for the Union and some made up cavalry fucker and was on the Trail of Tears. See what happens when motherfuckers see. That's why I always say, be mindful when you open your mouth. Look at Tariq Nasheed with the young motherfucker going on to him. Yeah, Tariq's one of them Masonic motherfuckers. So we got a couple of new young motherfuckers in the Masonic order, right? And they want to run with the fence. And the first thing they do is they do exactly what these motherfuckers do. Talk shit to the brother saying what he said about that because the brother had experiences in the gang against it. And the nigga did exactly what you motherfuckers, majority, not all Masons are in the know of all the bad that's going on. But when the information's out there, you would think that niggas would be smart enough to go, you know what, let me just back the fuck up off of there. And let me just let that shit be, because I am my own. When I tell, thank you, Westside, like I was saying for so long, put your feet and hands in the dirt, go hug a tree, touch have a pet. I hate calling them a pet, but go and have guinea pigs and birds or something that will sit on your shoulder. Get them motherfucking proton, get that motherfucking energy. You need it. Walking around in synthetic goddamn clothes all day and rubber soles. It's not what the fuck we made. Okay? That's why my pajama pants are cotton. This is 100% cotton. My socks are 100% cotton. And these shoes, made in Indonesia, are 50% cotton. Good the fuck enough for me, with a lot of air in between the bottom, which I don't walk. I walk around mostly bare the fuck foot. So anyway, I said, let me go on and talk about this because I wanted to read. Late night read. So if you're up, you're up. If you're not, the fuck. I really don't care right now. We're at the crucible of shit. You see what I'm saying? We really are. And I'm sitting there saying, you know, Red, you can really articulate some shit and be very, very proper if you want to. Man, I want to be down to earth and hunting with y'all. I want y'all to, just like when you meet me, that's exactly how I am. Now, seeing how it's just me here and I'm talking, I have to extrapolate this on this the way I have to because there was nobody else there with me to add in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to big it up. And so I'm not bigging it up. I'm just saying exactly what the fuck happened. And I say big it up because, you know, somebody else would big it up, which I don't require no need. But I'm just saying, though. My pale skinned brothers and sisters. And I say that loosely. Because a lot of you motherfuckers be having somebody, sometimes y'all born with a motherfucker inside you. And they equate that to some reptilian shit. And so I don't doubt a lot of things. There's a reason why I read what the fuck I read. And they say that pale skins are only 45 to 60% human DNA. Hue of a man. That's the medical fucking professionals. That's not me. They can fact check that shit. I had to go and look it up about several times. And I was like, oh, ain't this about a pondering bitch? No wonder Rothschild looked like a fucking iguana before he fucking passed. If that's the case, if he ain't doing like that motherfucker on Prometheus. You can keep a mother. There are things that can keep us alive for a long time. That's why you think they've been poisoning us. Anywho, you can see I had my glasses on kind of tight, y'all. Went for a nice, good fucking walk. I had to fucking get up and go somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and read Behold the Pale Horse, and then I'm going to go ahead and read The Gods of Eden, Reptiles, and America. And I'm going to read, it's going to be kind of quick. You can see the time. I'm not a vampire. So about 9 o'clock, I'm going to be upstairs, stretched out, looking at the last, hopefully make it through the last video of the Shogun Assassin. I ordered number 6. Hopefully it gets here. It's coming all the way from fucking way over there. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, here, let's go ahead and get to the Behold the Pale Horse. I don't want to say no more about that shit because then you would think that I'm actually in my feelings. No, the shit is, it pisses me off that these fucking pale skins and Mongols think they can play us, man. It really, really, really rubs me the right fucking way. I'm sickened by it. Now, there are a lot of people who are pale, who are called Latinos, this and another, who are actually our relatives. I don't give a fuck what you think or how you feel about it. All right? And they are. Okay? And that was with the young man when he made that comment to Tariq Nasheed about, yo, Puerto Rican and Mexican, whatever the wife. That showed he was pretty ignorant. Regardless of him going in on Tariq Nasheed, he was ignorant because he don't really know a lot. And those are the niggas that's growing up in the suburbs of the hoods. And if in the country, that's the same thing. Suburbs of the hoods in the country too. Don't get it fucking twisted. All right? Because I'll correct your ass real quick. And it's very disturbing that people don't know this. Y'all have let a bunch of small hat, fake motherfuckers disturb y'all. And yet you stay disturbed with one another and can't even be fucking practical. No wonder when I was traveling on the world, there were people actually, when y'all gonna wake the fuck up? I was like, bro, I know who the fuck I am. I'm talking about the rest of, we heard y'all talking. When the rest of y'all gonna wake up? I used to be like, nigga, as much as I was getting kicked out of schools and shit, man, please. What the fuck? I ain't got no fucking time clock for that shit. Now, it was written on the walls, but you know that had to be hidden. There's shit I could do about it. So I had to say what I had to say to him. No, I didn't go all in it. If I send you a message, you know I'm gonna cuss your fucking ass out. And because he came back rhetorically and he mentioned some shit out of Trail of Tears, and you must have came over and looked at my page and realized I'm an Indian. Well, you know what I mean. Authentic. Authentic. I said, but what the fuck that got to do with the conversation and your response to my statement? You stupid motherfucker. Just like every other pale skin I met, except for the ones who don't act that way. And I don't call them pale skins. I call them, hey, what's going on, con? What's going on, cuz? What's going on, bro? I deal with them accordingly. So I'm dealing with you accordingly. And so I let him have it. I'm not all inclusive, but I let him fucking have it. You see what I'm saying? He didn't respond back to the message, but he typed a whole lot earlier, but he couldn't respond back now. But I gave him the motherfucking business. Motherfucker don't know that I'm I hate saying it, quasi-historian. Regardless of where I traveled, what I've read and studied, what I learned from the people in my family going way back, I still find myself without a whole lot of knowledge. Some people say that's humbling. Motherfucker, I just don't really know everything. I said, what I know is what I know. But as far as everything else, look, some things don't need to be known. How's that? Is that an easier way to simplify it? Some things don't even fucking matter no more. Just like everybody running around talking about we Indian. I pay them no fucking mind. But I have to let y'all know, stop following these dumb motherfuckers. Who the fuck are you trying to prove something to? See, there's a lethargic way to look at things and there's an intelligent way to look at things. Why the fuck you think I'm supposed to 6 kilo whatever the fuck your pale skin ass, foreign ass looking goofy bitch, disrespectful, don't know real history. See, even if you my relative, but you deny my people, and because you don't know no better, I'm gonna deny your funky fuck ass. Tit for a tat, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, motherfucker, a finger for a finger. If you got a vagina, I cut that bitch off like you cut my dick off. I look, I'm not advocating violence. I'm just saying eye for eye, tooth for tooth. So, yeah, not authentic. Anyway, sometimes you gotta give them the fucking business, and they deserve it. You ain't gonna deny my people. I'm not gonna argue with you who the fuck I am. Looking at you like, motherfucker, I actually know something you don't. Motherfucker, fuck out of here. Like what you say is gonna fucking put change in my pocket, help me with the barter system that we're still actually under, or increase the, and make indifference the fucking laws. You retarded motherfucker. People are so simple-minded. Unbelievable. And then when you tell them based upon history, you know when I've been telling, I had to tell 2 more people today. Being nosy, looking out, I went to my door. Is something in here you need that you can't just walk to your door? Oh, it's because my window's open. It means you're supposed to look in it. Are you looking for a dead body? Something's supposed to be happening? Drug deal going down? I wasn't saying that to be, you know. No, because every other time you walk by, I'm waving and you don't look in. But all of a sudden you got your pappy with you. Now you fucking looking in. Don't worry about what's at my motherfucking door. Worry about what's at yours. Thank you. Y'all have a good day. Mighty fucking neighbor. And this ain't gonna be YouTube. Because I'll break somebody's fucking ass off. Ain't nobody said shit. Because they fucking, yeah, I move like that. No. Other than that, I had to let a motherfucker know, 2 of them, stop coming at me with the Jesus and the Christ shit. That's not of this soil. Don't you bring your monkey ass religion over here to me. Because I will berate you and hurt your little fucking effeminate emotions. And I said I've had enough of that pookie shit on my fucking soil. I'm an old ancient of spiritualism, energy, conservative, and everything else. Don't come at me with your fucked up, made up history to keep you delusional and divided. Now, if you're going to be a Christian, be a good one and subjugate yourself no further over here. Because I'll tear your ass asunder. We got for you fucking Muslims, which I respect even more so. But you be mindful who the fuck you talking to. And I talk like that to people when they rub me the wrong way. How you think I'm supposed to talk to them? Nigga, I'm not no preppy nerd motherfucker walking around with goddamn duck shoes on. Fuck you cross this goddamn line, man. This landmine. If you can make it past all them EIDs, IEDs, motherfuckers, well then now you got to talk to the big papa. And I'm not going to deal with you when it's well known. You see trinkets and shit hanging around my door and circles and shit in the goddamn, like crop circles in the ground. That means you stay the fuck away. And then I break the butt. I put my hand on their shoulder. You all right? And they feel my energy. They go, oh. And I'm like, yeah, you cool now? Oh, I didn't know. I was like, oh, yeah. No, it's all right. You have a good day. I got some beer. I'm giving away. You want some? No, we're good. You know, now they shook. Let's go ahead and get into the William Cooper. 16 fucking religions before Christianity even fucking, a millennia before Christianity even fucking existed. And all of them were piggybacking off our way of life. Before something came and disrupted it all. Wanted to see what made us tick. Y'all better be fucking mindful. Let's turn this down a little more. I feel like I'm doing fucking some kind of new kind of fucking war here. And I didn't even crack the can of sardines. Motherfucker lucky. That's called a can of ass whooping. Okay, here we go. We were on FEMA yesterday. Federal Emergency Management Agency. We bottom out. I'm going to reiterate on 2 different paragraphs. We bottom out as at America outside the secret government who truly knows what is happening and what it means to us, the average American citizen. So that means the secret, all right, secret government, okay? And I went through all the executive orders, and we got all the way down to 1105, which provides for the government to take over railroads, inland waterways, and all that shit. And then we came down to FEMA, implemented by the head of FEMA, not by the president. Remember, who signed it in? Who remembers who signed that in? What fuckboy? What fraudulent president? Nixon, right? Okay, good. All of these were combined into Executive Order 11490, remember? Okay. So if HR 4079 is passed and the president does what it says and declares a national emergency because of the drug situation, whether it's for 1 year, 5 years, 5 minutes, or forever, it doesn't make any difference. FEMA then can implement all these executive orders and take over, remember? Okay, cool. So now they've nominated, and in parentheses it states, and I think he's been appointed Major General Calvin Franklin. Remember him. Who's the head of FEMA. He was nominated because of discussions proposing the removal of the implementation of the National Guard in Washington, D.C. And Major General Franklin is or was the commanding general of the District of Columbia National Guard. Now, you've got to know that the National Guard would be of no help at all in combating drug traffic in Washington, D.C. or anywhere else. The primary effectiveness of the National Guard is in controlling mass civil disorders. On March 24th, President Bush issued a new executive order delegating to the director of FEMA powers which were vested in the president by the Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act of 1988. And although, I was 4 years in the military by then, and although the order is described by the White House as simply a technical matter, in reality, the revision delegates to the FEMA director direct responsibility for a large number of items which were earlier only the president's prerogative. And that includes responsibility for general federal assistance. Now, all they've been doing is giving this fictional power away to foreign nationals. Foreign nationals. Are you fucking paying attention? Federal Emergency Assistance Hazard Mitigation, Individual and Family Grant Programs, and the power to direct other federal agencies to assist in an emergency, and that's the key. All other federal agencies will come under FEMA. Now, listen to me. When they start moving motherfuckers into these category fucking 5 hurricane places, the majority of you motherfucking cowards are going to go walking right in tow. As if shit's going to just blow over and work out. And they've got a network of motherfuckers stolen away, born away, believe me, and foreign fighters to create enough shit. And you motherfuckers ain't even ready. Oh, I'm still going to go hard on that. Either you're going to get it or you're going to fucking turn your back on me. I don't give a fuck which one you do. Of course, the president retains the power to actually declare an emergency, but as soon as he does that, the implementation of the measures utilized will be transferred directly to the director of FEMA. The brains behind this contingency plan for a police state were the members of the Council on Foreign Relations and the Trilateral Commission, these fuck bastards, both of which Bush is a member, and Brent Scowcroft, National Security Advisor, who was a member of FEMA's advisory board until he was appointed by Bush to head the National Security Council, is a member of the Trilateral Commission as well, and also a business partner of Henry fucking Kissinger. Y'all thought I was lying when I mentioned that motherfucker's name? Who has been a traitor to this country for many, many years. And of course, Scowcroft would become the superior to FEMA in the chain of command of the national security emergency whenever it is declared. It actually is not supposed to apply to us. But because so many of our people are fucking retarded, what do you think? What's going on, everybody that's coming in? Appreciate you guys sticking around. Let's go ahead and get to the Gods of Eden by William Bramley. Snoo helped pick me this book out for me. She said it would be interesting, and it fucking is very interesting. Oh, so we covered Genesis chapter 3, verses 17 through 19. We got as far as the nakedness because the sign of the enslavement, not because being naked in itself was bad. The fact that they saw that they were enslaved. They woke up. They realized, holy shit. So they wouldn't rile anybody, and because of what they were capable of, they were put away from there, taken up in a chariot, and removed to a farther land. And as we see in there, in the other side, it mentioned this name, Mary, which they call America, which I say Mary. As we have seen early, humans were reported to be a constant headache to their custodial masters. The slave creatures not only disobeyed their rulers, they often banded together and rebelled. I'm just reiterating on this, okay? We need to. This made human unity undesirable to Earth's custodial rulers. It was better that humans be disunited completely. And one of the ways in which the problem of human unity was solved is described in the biblical story of the Tower of Babel. A tale which also has its roots in early Mesopotamian writings, the story of Gilgamesh. According to the Bible, this is what happened after the Great Flood. And I told you guys that when King James came here in the 1500s, there was no real Christian fucking religion. Just like I said, they added on 1,000 years. Ashkenazi, even the book written by one of their own to oust them as not the true Jews or Hebrews, which Hebraism was a way of life. We mitigated the land. Regardless of the great things, we fought shit. We fought some things here. We fought some fucking giants. We fought things. Now look at us. Slobbering fools with Neanderthal attitudes. Mitigating with feelings and emotions. Overriding our true nature, response, and respect of self. And the whole earth spoke one language and used the same words. How many people heard me say, if you follow me on other platforms, fucking for over 10 years now, we all spoke one language? And everybody was laughing at me like I was crazy. I said, our language is in this language we speak now. When I started telling them the word for wawa, kano. What? I was like, yeah, well, I guess you don't speak no languages, huh? And they started looking at me like retarded. When my mother started talking about coon, I said, well, my father's side of the family was the raccoon nation of the Chickasaw. So what the fuck are you implying? Like I said, I wish some people would not talk about things they don't know nothing the fuck about. And the whole earth spoke one language and used the same words. And it came to pass, as they migrated from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, Babylonia. So you have Babylon and Babylonia, a region of Mesopotamia, and settled there. And they said, come on, let us build ourselves a city. Now this is Genesis 11. Well, I just want to read this 1 through 9, all right? And they said, come on, let us build ourselves a city and a tower, whose top will reach the skies. And let us make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered all over the face of the earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the men were building. And the Lord said, look, the people are united, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will stop them from doing what they take it in their minds to do. Come on, let us go down. Not the God, the Lord. Let us go down. Who forgets that fucking very important part in the fucking Bible? Let us go down and there confuse their language so that they cannot understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there all over the face of the earth, and they stopped building the city. Who did they scatter? all over the earth, this earth, to the four corners? Why did we walk around in nothing? And this is, if you think about it, even though the story is twisted. Therefore, the name of it is called Babel, because the Lord did there confuse the language of the entire earth. And from there did the Lord scatter them abroad over the face of the whole earth. Babies, blah, 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 Babel. They make up some good shit when they write, but it's not far from fucking fact. All right? In the 12th planet, planet, Mr. Stitchin offers an intriguing analysis of the Tower of Babel story. According to his research, the word name in the above passage, and in parentheses it states, "Let us make a name for ourselves," end, was a translation of the ancient word Shem. The Bible's translation of Shem may be in error, says Mr. Stitchin, because Shem comes from the root word Shama, which means that which is highward. Ancient Shems are the obelisk monuments that were so prevalent in many ancient societies. Those Shems or obelisks were copied after the rocket-shaped vehicles in which the custodial gods were said to fly. Mr. Stitchin therefore believes that the word Shem in Mesopotamian text should be translated to sky vehicle, but it still makes us the oldest, meaning rocket ship. When this translation is placed into the above biblical passage, we know that nothing moved with no fucking hard or solid, or there was no fuel then. So that shows you that even though it's a good writing, Pelskins have a fucked up way of recording information is based on their ideology because they think they're so right. So I'll make the correlations correction here. Anyway, we find that the ancient Babylonians were not trying to make a name, for example, reputation for themselves. They were trying to make a sky vehicle, a rocket. The implication is that they wanted to match the technological might of their hated custodial masters and thereby put an end to their enslavement. The tower itself may have been intended as the launching pad for a human Shem. Now, there's a movie that makes a joke of what we were accomplishing, and it's called The Fucking Thing. Morphing into different bodies, you know, the Wrangler, the Wolfman and all that, building a ship underground, sucking the energy out of fucking people as the Ashkenaz have done. If Mr. Stitch's provocative analysis is accurate, we would better understand why the custodial entities became so alarmed by the Tower of Babel and felt such a compelling need to thoroughly disunite the human race. Ancient stories and legends from other parts of the world indirectly support the Tower of Babel story. The Japanese people, we know it wasn't no fucking Japan, it was the islands of Anu, Alaskan Eskimo, God, I'm not going to break all this down, South Americans and Egyptians all have traditions stating that their earliest forefathers had either been transported by human-like gods to where the modern descendants live today, or that those gods had been the source of the local languages or writings. I'm gonna stop right there. And what did them fake ass motherfuckers do when they came here with all these little orphan babies? They started teaching them different languages, didn't they? Some brand new. Fake history. While they were still fighting us. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm fucking wrong. I'm just saying, hey, look, isn't it something good, something worth questioning? Reptilians and the History of Humankind, the Anunnaki by Henry Crane. Very good book, very good read. So I put it up that I was going live because I know that they want to hide me when I do my little talking. It's unbelievable, motherfuckers in this world, bro. Anyway, let's go ahead and take it right. Well, we'll read the last part. Remember, I was talking about chapter 2 to understand more, going back as far as what was called individually or as a group. They emanated subtle vibrations that were detected by the Anunnaki and that caused them immense pleasure. And that was talking about the suffering, the exalted unsuffering. You know what I'm saying? From humans. Anyway, initially the Anunnaki and the Igigi transmitted much of their knowledge in engineering, agriculture, astronomy, and construction to humans so that they could learn and perform their tasks more quickly. But Enlil realized about the danger of humans not being any kind of beings because apparently they were too intelligent and could rebel at any moment. So he decided to communicate this problem to Anu. Anu Thunder, where you at, bro? Anyway, they decided to create a system of beliefs in which humans should worship their gods. Now it's funny, I have books where it just says man and woman. And these, there are a lot of mankind and human. Hue of a man and some kind of man. For this to be effective, Enlil began to manipulate them through fear, demonstrating miracles through technology that only the gods could do. It is at this point that they began to perform the sacrifices demanded by the gods to appease their anger. Anu, also strictly prohibited by the Anunnaki to transmit the knowledge of technology or spirituality to human beings under very severe condemnations to anyone who dared to help them, even to death, to which Enki flatly opposed. He wanted his creation to be a free race, capable of evolving and developing self-awareness. Doesn't that sound like the Anakin? The ones that helped us, to which we buried in mountains? Think about it. Anyway, he wanted his creation to be a free race capable of evolving and developing self-awareness. Enki was frustrated to see how his huge creation was being wasted on slaves performing heavy tasks. And despite that potential, they were also being manipulated so that they did not exploit the full potential they could reach. So, it occurred to him an idea for his creation to be able to develop. He told Anu that they should have a group of Lulus on another side, far from the Euphrates River, the first Anunnaki settlement, where all the created humans were concentrated, and who lived unnoticed by the watchful eyes of the Carians, with the purpose of creating weapons and being prepared for some treachery or attack of the interterrestrials. Hence what may be Tartaria. Anu agreed, but on a condition. Enki had to create a different race of Lulus, much stronger, and that they were disconnected more clones of their DNA to reduce their psychic capacity and their ability to procreate. Enki accepted. He created the second race of human beings with black skin to resist the sun and stronger physically. In return, they lost their psychic abilities. They were employed as slaves for the arduous tasks that the Anunnaki had. Upon finishing his new creation, Enki went to Mu, a continent that was located in the Pacific Ocean. Mu. On the supposed secret mission of building weapons with all the freedom of the world in this continent, Enki created the third race of humans, physically very similar to those of the first race, with the same psychic abilities but only different in stature. Since this third race, which was named Lumerians, had an average height of 2 to 2.5 meters in height, Enki knew very well that the Anunnaki were going to want to visit the place where he was creating weapons. So he decided to move to the Atlantic, having finished creating the Lemurians. The Atlantis, a huge continent located in the Atlantic Ocean. There he created the fourth race of humans, which had a similar physical aspect to those of the first race, of the same size and with the same physical capacities. The only difference is that they had a dark complexion. That would be us. The only difference is that they had a dark complexion and were much more intelligent, and this race was called the Atlanteans. I'm going to shut it the fuck down right there. I have a story to tell. It's called The Pale Wolf and the Dark Wolf. It's not about a fucking wolf. And it goddamn sure ain't about being proper and fucking nice to monkeys. The story's been passed down my family through 25 generations. Yeah. I have a fucking story to tell. To the monkeys watching who don't want to think you're gonna get some fucking tea. It's not how it works. Go back and listen to all your fucking fable stories and your lies, you monkeys. I'll go in on you, especially coming over here and not liking. Fucking monkeys. I ain't gonna lie, man. This wintergreen, I'm gonna do the Arctic one because this wintergreen one is pretty fucking strong, y'all. But it smells so good. Is Rondo in here? Hey, Rondo, are you in here, bro? Rondo, I got a whole new bottle. I bet you remember. Damn it, they be stuck in there, boy. I bet you remember this little nightmare. Oh my God. I'm scared to take one puff of this motherfucker. Indica. It's that stizzy. I want to get some of that Belushi. What was that? The cricket. You goddamn right. Hey, has anybody thought about some of my brothers and sisters who know me well? Thought about some of the things I suggested as far as for health benefits? Now, the stuff that I'm utilizing, I'm only going to take for like 2 weeks and then I'm off. I'm off of that stuff. My thing is, I don't want to go back to heavy lifting. I don't want to bench press over 300 pounds. I don't want to squat 400 or 500 because my back and my knees. Everything I'm doing is calisthenics. Y'all know I'm a Tai Chi. I've been doing Tai Chi under Grandmaster Cam Lee. I've been doing under Sabonam Schuler. Taekwondo. I don't kick high no more. My kicks are low and powerful because I do Wing Chun. I use a tree out in the back. They don't even bother me about it no more. They used to be like, where is he? Because the tree is me. And I'm the tree. They just walk away. So go ahead. The stuff that I said in earlier video, not the one where I was cursing everybody the fuck out, but when I was giving y'all health benefits. Trust me, I don't give a fuck how young or old you are, because all the food we eat and the water we drink is missing so many important electrolytes and minerals. Okay? Now, we literally shouldn't be able to eat once a day and be able to go fucking like crazy. But that's not the case. When you put so many toxins in your fucking body, not only does it hinder the magnesium, the vitamin D in your body, which is naturally made from and the vitamin C from the sun. Shit. Every mineral you can think of. And I know people like do the sea moss. You got to be careful with that, because the majority of sea moss out here is full of shit and won't do nothing for you but fucking make your poo stink a little more. Okay? There's only 2 places I would do because it's farm raised is garbage. Only 2 places of sea moss that I would use. It's actually from Ireland and Jamaica. Nowhere the fuck else. So we grow it in California. Oh, suck a dick. And if you're going to do seaweed or kelp is really good, especially if you can get frozen kelp chips to add to your smoothie. That you could, little kelp chip like this, iodine and all the other minerals. Make sure if you make a smoothie, make enough to give everybody about 8 ounces. Don't sit there guzzling 12 to 16 ounces of a fucking smoothie. That's absolutely, unless you put avocado, MCT oil, like coconut oil. If you do that, now that's a whole different thing. But sip on that over an hour. Yeah, let it get room temperature. You don't want the shit to be fucking frozen. That's the worst thing for your gut health. Unless you like me and you eat hot ass chocolate bubbly or Carolina Reaper hot peppers. I put cayenne pepper. You saw the. Oh, y'all, I didn't show you the picture of the pancakes I had with the egg. I had and I used honey with cayenne. I mixed the honey with cayenne pepper. Oh, cinnamon, blueberries. Fucking phenomenal. Almond pancakes. You know what I'm saying? And I put chia seeds, just like I do in my smoothies. Oh my goodness. I was gonna make some fucking bacon, but I didn't have no beef bacon, so I was like, fuck it. Had me 4 eggs, 2 flapjacks about that big, 4 eggs on top, sunny side up. Oh, and of course, cabbage heart. I just cranked on that with some Himalayan salt. I'm telling y'all, man, there's a way to do things. And that was and y'all saw me have my second meal. I haven't had nothing since. And we do it again tomorrow. Eat about 12, 1 o'clock, maybe 2. Before 5, I get my other meal in. And that's it. They call it intermittent fasting. I just call it fucking getting back to normal. And I weigh exactly, instead of, I got back up to 225. Well, for the last few days, I've been weighing roughly about 210, 211. I want to get back down to 200, hopefully 198. If I can't get down to 185, 198 is good at my height. It'd be perfect. Our health is, we got to stay away from processed food, got to stay away from fucking sugars, stay away from fucking alcohol. I'm so happy that Westside don't drink, that when we hang out, I'm be with Westside and I don't drink no more. I can't do it. I'm not even my organic wine. I might sell that shit. I can't do it. And it's not just that I can't do it. I don't want to. Now I'll smoke motherfucking, give me, man, I'll smoke my motherfucking head off. But that's a whole different thing. Now remember, cold water. If you want to release DMT, cold water. And who remembers what else I said? You know, you can hyperventilate yourself to a place of, if you're going to meditate, right? What I do before I meditate, butt ass naked upstairs, I stand on my head for 4 or 5 minutes. Headstand, you know. When I come down, I hyperventilate, breathe. Three reps of 30 heavy deep breaths, like Wim Hof, you know, and many other people, some of the runners, sprint runners. And when I feel like I'm getting a little lightheaded, I take the deep yoga breathing, like deep yoga breathing. I mean, all diaphragm, no heaving of the chest or nothing, in and out pushing, like I'm working on a vacuum. And I lay flat down. That is a very, very, you gotta be careful, good way to release DMT. But it's very minute. And when you open your eyes, you see a whole bunch of weird shit. But you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta breathe hard. You gotta breathe. I mean, you really gotta like get the oxygen in that your body hasn't been used to taking in. And then that cold shower that I take all the time, I mean, I just turn it on and put it all the way ice cold. And y'all, yeah, I get in there and the little neighbors be like, what in the fuck are they doing over there? And it's just me. You know, I do the whole motherfucking shimmy up in that bitch. But then I'm cool. Now, if I go to Wild Week, I put the camera up because I record myself and I walk the fuck out in the water. I don't peel clothes off. I'm already kicked the flops off. Right on in, sit my ass down, eyes big as hell, nobody's around. God damn it, just don't slip under. You know? It's the shock. But I start deep breathing. And I get the euphoria. Don't be out in some motherfucking 6 feet of water like a retard talking about I'm gonna go out here and the fucking tide or something, snatch your ass out, retarded, and you get lightheaded and go under. There might not be no coming back from that. Go out in like 2-3 feet where you can sit down and you can duck your head under, but you want to be shoulder down in that 50-something degree temperature. And you are, depending on when I do it in the winter, I don't know what it's just cold. I just go out there and sit down. You see steam rising off the water and shit, and I just sit there. What am I doing? I always ask myself, what the fuck am I doing? When I come out of there, I don't feel no pain. I don't feel no back don't hurt. No what the fuck? It's like I wish I had a cryogenic thing right in that corner right there. They have them where I could buy one. But before I even think about getting the little wooden, you can build one of those saunas too. I'm gonna get the little portable so I can take it with me tub like I used to have in the military, like the big metal ones. But they have now the one you could take and you could fill it with ice and cold water, so that way I can get into it and just anywhere I'm, I'm telling you guys, we have been lied to for so long. When I used to go to, I hate the word South America, but when I used to go to our lower part of, the other part of our, it's not lower, other part of our Americas, and visit some of my peoples down there. I used to sit and talk with the shamans all the time. And because of my conversation, they would show me shit I never even thought was possible. They would show me this plant. You know what this plant is for? I was like, I've heard of that. And I would mention the name, and there's no, that's that one there. This one right here and what it does. And they'd open a book and they show me some of the dry stuff they have. And I'm sitting there going, and that's tons of knowledge. I know most people have a hard time with that, but I sought that shit out because of what people in my family said. And I wasn't supposed to repeat. But growing up in the 60s and 70s, we hard-headed. I repeated it, And in the 80s, I got to selling weed because I like smoking weed. Man, next thing you know, I realized, you know what? The laws were against us. And so, like my grandfather, my father, and other people, all soldiers or fighters, NFL, whatever the fuck, I made the choice. I'm going in the military. I was going to go and be a Marine, Navy, man. Everybody said, some old guy said, man, if you want to see the world, go in the Navy. Before I went and joined this military, though, I was going with two of my buddies to join the French Foreign Legion. They went. They both came back. I chat with them all the time. And I've actually been angry at myself because I wish I would have went with them. I really wanted to be a Legionnaire. I really, really, really wanted to be. And choices. But I'm grateful for the choices I made. I'm grateful for having my grandmother and my great-grandmother rear me. With my grandpas and my great-great-grandpas, my great-granduncles and my great-grandparents. All of them to give me all that fucking knowledge. If I would have been with my mother, I might not have received any of that fucking knowledge. Now, my great-grandma would have made sure. Retina Lee, damn right, that's right, y'all. She made sure I knew how to speak certain words, which got my ass whooped all the time, especially by Miss Winston. That foul, I know I'm not cursing you out to make it bad for you. That bitch beat my ass in that closet room. God damn, boy. Didn't you tell you don't speak that language around here? Trying to get yourself keyhauled? I ain't know what the fuck that meant. Wipe my tears and shit. Motherfucker, there ain't no paddle, it was a belt. Motherfucker, a goddamn leather, sharper than fucking whooped our asses, man. We'd be sitting there chatting them little words, a little handful of us that thought we sharing it. Tried to beat it out of me. But you learn. Mother tried to kill me. You learn. And so that's why I have a story to tell. And I've made it my business to ask hard questions that could have got me into a lot of trouble overseas. To my Moroccan brother and my South African brother who stayed by me in the military. They stayed by me. They were so happy I knew who the fuck I was. When I went to Edinburgh, Scotland, and I had to go on to that little thing that Chief Dupree and Cooksum took me. Well, not he wasn't Chief then. Well, he's part of the reason why I went. They were pissed because they couldn't be with me. They wanted to make sure I was safe. That Moroccan, I'm not going to say his name. Bowman was a South African. That's all you need to know about that name. He was a doctor. My Moroccan brother, as tall as 6 foot, goddamn tall. 6 foot fucking tall. Um, he always had cheese and fucking tea. You know, we walk around in these little blue dungarees, bell bottoms, fucking, you know, the boondockers, you know. The fuck you getting this cheese and this tea from, nigga? Like, what the fuck? You used to eat too, bitch. What? He would always say, oh, I got my ways, brother. Straight up Moroccan. Born in Morocco. Bowman, born in South Africa. He was always telling me, we got a lot of your people over there in so-called east side of Africa. I mean, west side of, over there is the west side of Africa. You know what I'm saying? West Africa. And I was like, yeah, I know. He was like, yeah, but a lot of them don't even know who they are now. Well, maybe it's for the better. But many do. And, because I've been over there. And, like I said, I have a story to tell. And it doesn't correlate with the bullshit stories that everybody knows. I'll never forget a time I was in Italy and I heard that shit over the speakers. I think they stopped that. And they were singing, my boy from Chicago was half Italian and half us. And he spoke Italian good. And that's why he was with us too. And he could fight his ass off. Fight like a motherfucker. Anyway. They were singing and I was like, that's some beautiful shit. And I said, hey, nigga, what is that? Did they say Lucifer or something? That's my nickname. But see, coming from the Vatican, you going, what the fuck? And he said, oh yeah, they're singing Lucifer, the guiding light, or some shit. I was like, what the and that's when that bitch was about this motherfucking white. That's a real white woman. That bitch looked like baby powder. Came out looking like Annie with that black, looked like purple and blue in the twinkle sun dress. Pulled that shit up, squatted and pissed on the corner, looked up at us, and her eyes was as black as coal. Man, we was switch walking fast. You ever see the motherfuckers speed walking? They got them little, they skinny and they got them little shorts that go side to side like a little, like a woman. Boy, we was stepping like a motherfucker. I mean, damn near running. And all of us was bruises. All powerlifters, all strong, fighting, doing the kung fu together, karate and shit, whooping people's ass on the boat in the hangar bay. Shit. That little bitch had us shook. You talking about the ring? Man, nigga. Man. We ran so motherfucking, man. I'm talking about stepping, but I had shin splints. Motherfucker like me could run miles. Shin splints from walking back to the Fleetland to get the fuck back on the boat. We didn't want a burger, hot dog. We didn't want shit. Get us back and coke in the fuck. Get us back on that little boat. We looking over there, make sure we ain't see this little black dress with this pale motherfucker and a whole legion of them like chilling on the fucking corn. And got back on the boat. We ain't even go back the fuck out there. Fuck, we left the wine, the pizzas, and everything. We wanted to get some traditional Italian pizza. You know, they don't really do sauce. The Mediterranean. We didn't get to eat one that time. And I ain't miss it. Real stories, man. Real fucking stories. So that motherfucker over in what you call the fucking eyes closed like that and then like that, man. My boy, he ran like a bitch from me, man. I'm standing there talking. I just saw a little, you know, my peripheral's pretty good. And I'm looking at homeboy like this. He's just talking like I guess he figured I didn't see it or some shit. Oh, that's my boy. Look, hey man, we be back. We gonna come party tonight. Man, I got to stepping, been switching again. Yo, car. That nigga running around the corner. Car. Oh, I fucking got full stream right behind him. Nigga, you leave me down there, motherfucker. What you doing, nigga? Boy, you see his eyes, nigga, but you left me. Fuck you, I ain't going back with you nowhere. You black motherfucker, you. Man, I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget them two. Them two right there. The 12 drinks with the mist and the fog, the fucking boat water, and the little walk, the wooden plank down. The 90-year-old, the 87, 85-year-old Masonic Scottish motherfuckers. I'm 20-something years old. I'm damn near 60. So, and the big motherfucker in the corner that looked like that motherfucker Brutus off Popeye, you know, the olive oil. Forget him, he's a scab, you know, Popeye. And I had to drink them fucking drinks, bro. That's why I have no respect for you niggas talking about you Masons. You're full of shit. Even though that's our shit, y'all are full of shit. You don't know the truth. If you did, you would be taking everybody and telling them. That's why I say y'all are full of shit. You're irresponsible, you lack responsibility, and you're full of shit. Challenge me. My uncle, I said, he was a 33rd degree. My boy Bowman. I learned everything I needed to learn from you, about the bullshit and the real shit. But the 90-year-old Masonic woman and the 87, 85, they were making atonement by talking to the handful of us that they picked. You motherfuckers are full of shit. Every one of y'all have betrayed us. With your fake material, spiritual shit. But that's all right. There's enough of us to go around. Like me. There's enough of us out here. You better believe that shit. Ishtar. Let me see who's all in here. Lloyd, what's up? Ah, my boy Lloyd. Mike, hey, what's up? Hey, Mike, I gotta hook you up, bro. There we go. Awesome. There you go. Rondo, what's going on, beloved? West Side. Yes, yes. Well, Tolo came in. Tolo. Gesundheit, right? Chapter Higher, what's going on, beloved? Boy, you was driving that truck, brother. Glad you're all right. Yeah, Orphan Trail, not Oregon Trail. And there was more than one fucking march. They went different places. Michael Weston. Yes. How are you? Original Lone Wolf. What's up, beloved? Great video, great live, great what you call it, meeting this afternoon, brother. Appreciate it. I was able to get in there. Hey, Scott, what's going on, beloved? The cricket, that motherfucker. I'm scared to take a boat. I'm gonna smoke my other shit, man. I'm scared to smoke that motherfucker. Hey, Snoo. Herbo, what's going on, family? Bernard Teller, beloved. They don't teach our people anything they've learned. No, they don't. They're full of shit. I'm grateful for the ones that did. Because I was asked to be one because of my knowledge. Would you like to be one? I was like, for what? No, Bowman and so-and-so told me don't do it. I respect them. And the 90-year-old Masonic woman with them big ass, she was tall, 6 foot something. Old, 90-year-old big Scottish woman. Red hair, long. I don't know if they was doing plastic titty surgery back then? Like 1987? Was they doing big titties? No, Dolly Parton. I think they was, right. She had some motherfucker knocked and skinny than a motherfucker. Looked like a sausage with motherfucking 2 grapefruit or watermelons on that bitch. I was like, what the fuck? But she put that when she came down, and I was like, I'm young. I'm a big ass. All I saw was big ass titties. Yeah, I was drunk to the motherfucker. Shepherd's pie, a fucking banana, and I don't know. They might have gave me a goddamn Muslim bean pie. I don't know what the fuck, but I was back up on that seat, on that stool, and I drank them next 12 drinks. I was burping, holding my motherfucking saliva, and they was watching me. And the moment I was like, they laughed, slapped me on my back. I thought I was gonna throw up again, man, throw up right now. Slapped me on my back. Hey, them big titties all up on the side of my head. The big motherfucking corner, he didn't look up or nothing. He stayed over there with that big ass, them old motherfucking hats, like the Kango, sitting over there with his motherfucking cigarette he was smoking and that lantern, just listen to everything I was told all the way to the next morning. I was dropped off at about 12 in the afternoon too. I was there all the way to the next day. And from there, I went to Edinburgh, Scotland, to the castle, King James Castle. I remember coming back to America saying, hey, I went to King James Castle. You was in England? No, bitch, it was in Edinburgh, Scotland. What the fuck are you talking about? Our people don't know shit. And that bothers people. I'm not here to disrupt or stop anything. I'm here to make sure that my people know. And anybody else come along, if you learn, then you learn something. Like I said, if you like those platforms where they talk a lot of goofy shit, they stir about pushing black this, white that, all that dumb shit, you stay over there with them old wayward ass, no good, no nothing motherfuckers. Stay right with them. And some of them don't do it based on ignorance though. Some of them do it because it's part of it. It's compatible for conversation. I'm here to change that. We can conversate without that bullshit. Everybody wants to sit there and talk about, hey brother, hey sister. Well, let's carry ourselves like that. Let's go back to the old world. Instead of this new one made by these frauds, okay? It's got to change. Well, it's going to change. It's going to be their change, or it's going to be your change. Well, the information and people out here, it's known. It's just that there are a lot of people who refuse to let go of the lie or the lies. You know what I mean? They refuse. What can you do about that? You just keep informing people, and the more they come around, the better off we are. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Yeah, Scott. They are behind. And that's the only time, as I said that one time before, I stated, if you're going to watch the media, just look at some of the truths that they do talk about, some of the things that happen. And then listen to the story behind it, because it's not the only story. There are more stories like it. And it can be discouraging because it's sad. It angers. But you don't want to disqualify yourselves, you know? Last thing we need is further disqualification from our, our removal or division or separation from our truth. And hopefully more and more people will wake up and they'll realize it. And they'll snap out of it and they'll come around. Well, we've got a very short time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they are stuck with the religion and being black. And then when somebody comes along and they say something opposite from what they know, they think that is what malice or to do harm. No, it's to say, hey, look, you really need to look at what what you've implemented in your life. And what's funny is all the people talking about Christianity, and then they look at the people who gave it to them talking about slavery, and I'm like, well, why are you holding on to a religion that wasn't yours? And then what they do is they detract, and then they turn around and go, okay, well, we're going to do some African spirituality. All right, okay, that's better than nothing. Voodoo was not African. Hoodoo, none of it. But people are conflicted, and they're confused, and they think they know better. And they really believe they know better. How do we change it? I'm doing what little part I can. Other than that, like I said, I'm not here to stop what the motherfucking enemies are doing. I am not here to, that's not my modum operandi. This is not what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get the donations when I get my first check and buy all books, all kind of books. I just read. Well, I'm going to still grind my gears and talk some shit. That's how we weed them out. Maybe they go make some goofy YouTube channel or something. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like I said to a motherfucker, I says, hey, look, man, what's your pain? What's your pleasure? these motherfuckers, when they see me walking around with this, they be like, cross the street. I'm like, no, hold the fuck up. Hold on. We getting somewhere. Just hold the fuck up. Hold on now. And then they be looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And I'm like, I ain't crazy. What make you think I'm crazy? It's just a look. It's not what they think. Let's continue to rub the motherfucker. Just come on back and just enjoy this motherfucker. Now I just want you to feel what I feel. Is it a way to scare somebody, scare people away? No. I ain't trying to scare nobody away from nothing. I ain't trying to make nobody feel no kind of way. I want people to snap about the lie and realize everything they see is not what they see. It is not what you see. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. People didn't believe me when I said when I was living in New York, when I went back to New York. And I used to always go to Brooklyn. I used to work out over there, go to Apollo and all that other shit. And I used to go to White Castle to get my 12 chicken sandwiches. And I would go out there and look at all the books and watch Polite and all them motherfuckers talking all that goofy shit. Stop in at the Black Panther meeting. I was doing acting classes besides, college and all that. And I would sit down and talk with Miss Stewart. And she was fighting for the rights of her movie. She won something like $2-3 billion or some shit like that. She won a lot of fucking, you know what I'm saying? But she wrote it. She had her books. She wrote Matrix and Terminator. They don't want to come. Yeah, we don't argue with them motherfuckers no more. We don't talk about being Indian. Fuck that. How the fuck? No, because then we start becoming part of the state of fraudulent or fraud. And we don't have to implicate ourselves. Why, when the Pope removed the Papa Bull edict, the finders, when he just recently remove that. Do you know what that implies to the autochthonous of this land? Because they don't know, nobody's moving accordingly. But they've got enough ignorant motherfuckers who don't know no better. So if you go talking about to them, yeah, this shit don't apply to me. Your fucking master, your Pope, just withdrew the finders, which was bullshit. Because we're in this new world state they want to create. And people don't want to hear that either. They have disbelief because that's not part of what, growing up with their fake ass privileges and everything else. They don't know no better. They only know the lies they've been living. They hate the disdain. And don't even know what the fuck it's for. Because we were slaughtering half of your fucking people. That's why. Coming on our land with that bullshit. Bringing war to us, a peaceful, fucking loving, righteous people. That's what the fuck it was for. Now our little peoples are fighting one another, killing one another, manipulated by the same energy that can power us, but at a different frequency. It fucks us up. That's why it's imperative that you stop eating sugar and processed shit. Now they want you to eat bugs and all that other shit. We have to start farming. We have to come together. And tell them, man, go on, do what the fuck you doing, man. Just, see this cut right here? Leave us the fuck alone. We know they won't. But that... Oh, well. Everything's got a trigger. Everything. No matter what is done in the fucking dark. You know what I what I mean? Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Gather up my goods, go up here, put in my Shogun Assassin, and chill the fuck out. Take a couple of puffs of a regular joint. I smoke that bitch, I might be up all fucking night, sitting there like Rondo, like Ganje. And I ain't got no one around to play drums or instruments to calm the fuck down or nothing. No, no, no. Oh, West Side, I wish you was there that night, bro. I wish you was there for that. You motherfucking rolled. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so fun. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it down. Anybody else come in? Excuse me. Teach our people anything that they learn. No, they don't. The Masons, no, they don't. And then it's sad. Applejack hat. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah. That's it. All right, cool. It's not a problem with the religion, you know? It's a problem that they're not living it. If they were living it, then something else might wake up. Because even in the religions, it tells you about the animals, the birds, the trees, and everything. It's people just can't hear it. They don't, because it's been mixed up. But yeah, Bernard, I appreciate that. I will. Yeah, Ronald, stuck like a motherfucker. Cause I was like, he's still out there in that cold ass air. What the fuck? Every time I went out there, I was like, I ain't taking no more puffs of the shit. I was smoking the simple shit. I was like, oh, and I even said, take 2 puffs. I said about the 4th, 5th, or 6th motherfucker. I think your ass had motherfucking dieseled up by then. Oh shit. He's trying to hand it to me. I don't want that bitch put in. I don't want that. I know what that motherfucker do. Hell to the no. This motherfucker right here. No. You want to go have me up there stuff? We the motherfucker been like, you know, the little monkeys with the little plastic things hanging and you pick up the monkey. We'd have been both. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and shut it down, guys. Man, I appreciate you guys coming this time tonight for the read. Maybe I'll do it this late. Maybe Westside got something with his vampire ass. A little bit anyway. The beloved sisters I came, and to my brothers, you always know it's that 2 on the 1. Y'all have a grand evening. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right. Make sure you share this. And yes, y'all still can fucking donate for the books. If it ain't gonna kill you. If it ain't gonna hurt your pockets. All right. Y'all have a grand evening. Buenas tardes, mi amigos.